Going on, everybody? We'll get started here in about 2 minutes. Hope everybody's having a good night. What up, Jordan? I saw your message about the Saints for Absolute. Let me just make sure they weren't sold. I guess I can go ahead and just do that now. Let me check it out. Oh, man. Tired tonight. Damn. Unsold. Let's see. Browns. Raiders, Chargers, Rams. Yep. No, they weren't sold. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started here. Cool. Oh, damn camera. It's really annoying me. All right, guys, let's get started. This is one of my favorites. I love Illusion cards. So this is 2022 Illusions Cello Box, 12 packs, 20 cards per pack. We'll do 6 packs at a time. Here we go. All right, so let's get these first 6 open. Hope everybody got the team they wanted. Oh, no. Yes. All right, Jordan, so after I open these packs, I'll just write a little note for the Saints for Absolute for Jordan. Trying to get your Chris Olave, huh? Good old Olave. I'm sure you will, you know, and Chris Olave is all in the Absolute. All right, so that's going to be our first 6 packs. Let me just write down Jordan's note. All right, Jordan. So I got you down for the Saints for the next one on Absolute. Let's go ahead and get started on this Illusions. Okay, well, good luck. I have a lot of Chris Olave stuff that I haven't even listed. I used to go crazy on the Saints. Got a whole bunch of Chris Olave stuff. We're starting off with the Buckies and the GOAT, Tom Brady, Austin Eckler, Lamar Jackson. Actually, let's put Eckler here. Put in my quarterback stat. Justin Jefferson with the Vikes. Amari Cooper. Devonta Smith. Dameon Pierce. Mike Evans. Matt Stafford. And then we have for the Titans, Malik Willis. on the amazing. I think Jordan had the, I don't know if you had the Titans this time, but I remember you grabbed them last time and just tore it up with the Titans and Illusions. We'll start off with that. Of Olave, you hit a kaboom? Damn, that's a sick one there. What does that go for? Tyler Lockett, Sky Moore with the Chiefs, Desmond Ridder, Falcons, Mr. Waddle, Jamar Chase. Then we have Travis Etienne, Jahan Dotson, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Michael Thomas, the MILF Hunter, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, George Kittle, little Justin Herbert, Drake London, Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Jalen Hurts, Davis Mills, Chris Godwin, and then we have for the Jets, it's going to be Breece Hall on the Shining Stars. Oh my gosh, a PSA 10 kaboom of Chris Olave. What, you sent it to PSA yourself? I've actually never sent any cards to PSA myself. I always just end up buying them already graded, but I've never really done it myself. But you sent your own card that you got from a break, and then it was a Chris Olave kaboom, and you got a freaking PSA 10. Aiden Hutchinson, DK Metcalf, Patty Mahomes for the Chiefs, James Conner, Mr. Tua, Kenny Pickett for them Steels. We'll put him up here. Then we have a little T-Law, Jags, Carson Wentz, Derek Carr, Stefon Diggs, well, that was a good card to choose. I just don't even. It's so expensive, I guess, to get them graded. Or what are like $30 a pop? But I just don't know which cards to send. Like I'm always confused about which ones. Damian Harris, CeeDee Lamb, Deontay Johnson, Michael Pittman, Aaron Donald, Malik, DJ Moore, Jameis Winston, Garrett Wilson on the gold for the Jets on that bronze or whatever you want to call it. I think it's like a bronze or something like that. Nice one for the Jets. Then we move on with a Justin Fields on the Bears. Alvin Kamara, Javonte Williams, TJ Watt, Trayvon Walker, Kyler Murray, Joe Mixon, Breece Hall, Amon-Ra, Mr. Deebo Samuel, Russell Wilson, Seahawks Kenneth Walker, Josh Allen, Mac Daddy, Ezekiel Elliott, Najee Harris, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Cooper Kupp, and then we have a Mystique, two Mystiques in a row. The first one is like an orange Mystique for Isaiah Spiller and the Chargers. Mr. Spills. I'll take Picky down. Put these back just a little bit. And then the next Mystique was Treylon Burks for the Titans. Just leave him up. Then we have Travis Kelce, Kyle Pitts, Kirk Cousins, Sauce Gardner, Elijah Moore, Christian Watson, Darren Waller, Mr. Joey B, Saquon Barkley, yeah, dude, send me his name, or if he's on YouTube or whatever. I would definitely learn a lot from that, because like I said, I have never sent in a card on like my own card or anything like that. I've always, any graded cards I have, I've bought them. Christian McCaffrey. There's Jordan's Chris Olave. Leonard Fournette, Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Dak Prescott, Alec Pierce, A.J. Brown. Then we have, on the Operation Detonation, David Montgomery for the Bears. Operation Detonation for the Bears. The Bears, why couldn't that be a Fields? We want that to be Fields. Come on, Fields. All right. Then we have DeAndre Swift, Trey Lance, Juju Smith, Cordarrelle Patterson, Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Scary Terry, Devontae Adams, Darnell Mooney, Ryan Tannehill, Treylon Burks, James Cooks for the Billy Goats, Aaron Jones, another Tom Brady for the Buckies, Austin Eckler, Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Amari Cooper, Devonta Smith, and there we go for the Bengals. An amazing Joey B. That's a nice one. Joey B on the amazing. Cool, 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 cool. We'll take Detonation out here. Spiller there. All right. Then we have Daniel Jones, Jameson Williams, Tyler Lockett, Sky Moore, Desmond Ridder, Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase, Travis Etienne, Jahan Dotson. So that was our first 6 packs. Let's go ahead and get these other 6 open. You got to send me a picture of your Chris Olave, too. Your PSA 10. Kaboom. All right. So here's our last 6 packs. Let's get it banging. Here we go. Let's start it off with the Vikings. Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Jalen Hurts, Davis Mills, Chris Godwin, Stefon Diggs, Damian Harris, CeeDee Lamb, Deontay Johnson, Michael Pittman Jr., And then for the Billy Goats, on the Illusionist, Stefan Diggs. On the Illusionist. For the Bills, we'll switch out Isaiah for the Bills. Then we have Carson Wentz, Derek Carr, another Justin Fields, Alvin Kamara, Javonte Williams, TJ Watt, Trayvon Walker, Kyler Murray, Joe Mixon, Malik Willis, Aaron Donald, damn, a Kenny Pickett Genesis? Woo! You get a PSA 10 with that, even a 9. Even a 9. 9 and 10 of that card. You win the money, boy. DJ Moore, Jameson Winston, Russell Wilson, Kenneth Walker III, Josh Allen, Mac Daddy, Ezekiel Elliott, and then our gold is Scary Terry for Washington. On the gold. I like these gold ones. I'll just leave him. I don't think anybody had Washington. I'm not really sure, but I'll put him there for now. Breece Hall, Amon-Ra, Deebo Samuel, Travis Kelce, Kirk Cousins, Kyle Pitts, Sauce Gardner, Elijah Moore, Christian Watson, Darren Waller, Najee Harris, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Cooper Kupp, Christian McCaffrey, Chris Olave, Leonard Fournette, Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, and then George Kittle. Ooh, there's a little picky. George Kittle on the orange. Funkadelic. George Kittle. Put him in there for now. And then we got to get this next card up. Of course, a Pickett on the Shining Stars. Nice Pickett. She's like, I would look at this. Let me see. Would I get it graded? I mean, I wouldn't have a clue. I guess you look at the edges and all that good stuff. Anyways, there's a little Pickett on the Shining Stars for the Steelers. We'll put him up here. Let's go ahead. We already got a Jet. We'll put here. We'll put Picky here. And we'll move. Dude, yeah, I want to know that, Jordan. That would be cool. Just for, you know, reselling cards in general, just to kind of fix them up or whatever you can do. Joey B. Saquon Barkley. DeAndre Swift. Trey Lance. Juju. Cordarrelle Patterson. Tyreek Hill. T. Higgins. Garrett Wilson. Oh. I remember the last Illusions I did, you were in it. I just know you tore it up. I know you picked the Titans. I don't know if you had the Steelers. I think you might have the Steelers for that, and then you tore it up with Don Russ with all the what was it? Bailey Zappies and all that. No, you had the Niners. You had the Niners. I kind of forget. I'm not sure. George Pickens. But I remember you tore it up on those 2 breaks in a row. Alec Pierce. Dak Prescott. Ryan Tannehill. A.J. Brown. Treylon Burks. James Cook. Aaron Jones. Tom Brady. And then the Dolphins on the amazing Tyreek Hill. On the amazing for the Fins. Since we already got to tighten up, take him down. put a fin up. Yeah, dude. I feel like honestly, just a lot of the 2022 that you'll like, especially Illusions. There's a lot of Titans and a lot of Jets. And then when we get to Absolute, which is the next one, there's going to be a lot of Falcons, a lot of Jets. I feel like those are just like constantly pulling Jets, though. You're right. Scary Terry, Devontae Adams, Darnell Mooney, Daniel Jones, Jameson Williams, Tyler Lockett, Sky Moore, Desmond Ritter, Jalen Waddle, Jamar, Austin Eckler, Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson, Devonta, Amari Cooper, Damian Harris, Mike Evans, Matt Stafford, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. Got a lot of QBs. Base. Speaking of QBs, our last card was Aaron Rodgers, and we have an Aaron Rodgers Funkadelic for the Packs. Aaron Rodgers. I think that was the last card. Yeah, let me make sure. Nope, this is it. Travis Etienne, Jahan Dotson, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Michael Thomas, Aiden Hutchinson, DK Metcalf, Patty Mahomes, James Conner, Damian Pierce, Mike Evans, Matt Stafford, another Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, George Kittle, Justin Herbert, Drake London. And what is this? This is some different kind of look for the Titans. What is this, like a sunburst? What's going on here? It's kind of trippy looking. I don't know what this one's called. Looks like a little sunburst or something. You have. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these cards are like, you get a lot of repeats in here. That's a different one. I haven't really seen this little starburst thing. But of course, it's for the Titans. I'm telling you, Titans are all in this. And the Jets. Then right behind that, is that Brady or is that a Tom Brady? Nice. On the Operation Detonation. Sweet. I was thinking it was going to be another Trask. They always tease you with a little Kyle Trask when you see the Bucks. We will take that. Nice little setup here. And the last couple cards, Josh Jacobs, David Montgomery, Michael Thomas. There's Nick Allen and his Aiden Hutchinson. DK Metcalf, Patty Mahomes, James Conner, Tua. Nice little Kenny and a T-Law for the last two cards on the base. Let me just go over these real quick, guys. Quick recap. So I'll just go over our base QBs, which is a lot. So I think every team's got their QBs in here. Got T-Law, Pickett, Tua, Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Matt Stafford, Patty Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Matt Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Desmond Ritter, Tom Brady, Trey Lance, Joey B, Mac Daddy, Josh Allen, Malik Willis, Justin Fields, Davis Mills, Jalen Hurts, Desmond Ritter, Daniel Jones, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady. I don't know why Aaron Jones is in there. Trey Lance, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Mac Jones, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Justin Fields, Malik, Derek Carr. I'll put those here. T-Law, Tua, Patty, Davis Mills, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Zach Wilson, Desmond, Matt Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady. And then our better cards, I would say we had our Funkadelic for the Packers, Aaron Rodgers. We had the Amazing on Tyreek Hill. Joey B on the Amazing. Malik Willis on the Amazing. We had a sweet Tom Brady, Operation Detonation. We had Shining Stars, Breece Hall for the Jets. Then we had that trippy little sunburst style thing for Derrick Henry. I don't see any numbers or anything. Is there? No. Some kind of little sunburst style. Illusionist, Stephen Diggs for the Bills. Mystique, Treylon Burks. Garrett Wilson on the bronze or gold. Funkadelic, you got George Kittle for the Niners. Then on the gold, Scary Terry. Mystique, Isaiah Spiller. Operation Detonation, this is David Montgomery for the Bears. A little Kenny Pickett base, and then a Kenny Pickett Shining Stars. Sweet. And that is it. Purdy, Brock Purdy, that's who you had for the Niners. Yeah, you were like, you had all like the blue press proof rated rookie, the rated rookie, then some other style like portrait. I don't know. Yeah, you had Brock Purdy. It wasn't Bailey Zappi with the Pats. But I remember you killed it with the Niners. But that's it for Illusions. You got all the Hutchinson. You got a whole Hutchinson lot, huh? I think the one we were talking about where you had the Brock Purdy's Jordan, we had the Aiden Hutchinson. It was like a green prism wave or something like that. It was nice. It was a nice one. But I'm going to get out of here. I got you down, Jordan, for the Saints. You got the Saints in absolute. And I'm going to go ahead and send out just like some leftover teams and see if anybody wants those. And I believe that is at 11 or 10:30. I'm not sure. But I'll see you then. You know, a lot of times I don't get half the good cards in here because, you know, all the good teams like Steelers are all taken. But I enjoy just pulling these things. Because I know if I open a box just like personal for myself, I don't get crap. But I feel like when I'm opening for everybody else, I get some cool stuff. But I'll see y'all for Absolute if you're going to be there. Oh, so it is 10:30? Okay, so 30 minutes is Absolute. I'm sure he'll see some Hutchinsons and Absolute. I'm pretty sure. But I'll be seeing your brother then, Nick. We'll go Hutchinson, Hunting, and Chris Olave for Jordan. But I'll see you. I'm going to close this one out. See you in about 30 minutes. Bye.